America might be missing out on something big. There's a compact SUV selling overseas right now for under $20,000. It gets over 40 miles per gallon. It's packed with modern tech, and it's built by Suzuki. But you can't buy it anywhere in the United States. It's called the Maruti Suzuki Victoris. And the more I looked into it, the more I started wondering why this isn't even an option for American buyers. Right now, the average new car price in the United States is over $40,000. Even compact SUVs, the most popular segment in the country, usually start somewhere in the mid to high $20,000 range. Add all-wheel drive, a decent tech package, and dealer markups, and you're easily pushing past $30,000. Meanwhile, in India, buyers are getting a compact SUV with modern features, strong fuel efficiency, and solid reliability for almost half that price. That alone makes this worth talking about. The Maruti Suzuki Victoris is built for efficiency-focused markets. It runs a 1.5-litre gasoline engine with mild hybrid technology available in some versions. Power output sits between 100 and 115 horsepower. Now, before anyone says that's not enough, let's put it into context. This isn't trying to be a Ford Bronco. It's not competing with a body-on-frame SUV. It's in the same category as vehicles like the Toyota Corolla Cross, the Honda HR-V, or the Hyundai Kona. Compact crossovers built primarily for commuting and daily life. And that's exactly where America's biggest demand is right now. But here's where things get interesting. The Victoris delivers roughly 40 to 48 miles per gallon when converted to US measurements. That's hybrid-level efficiency. And yet, in its home market, it's not priced like a premium hybrid vehicle. Imagine living in California where gas prices constantly fluctuate, or commuting every day in New Jersey traffic, or driving from Chicago to Milwaukee regularly. A compact SUV getting over 40 miles per gallon would absolutely get attention. Now let's break that down in real numbers. If gas averages around $3 to $4 per gallon in the United States, and your SUV gets 45 miles per gallon, you're spending roughly 7 to 9 cents per mile on fuel. Compare that to a compact SUV averaging 30 miles per gallon. At the same fuel price, that vehicle costs closer to 11 to 13 cents per mile. That difference may not sound dramatic at first, but over 12,000 miles per year, it adds up. You could save several $100s per year just on fuel. Over 5 years, that's easily $1,500 to $2,000 in savings. And that's just gasoline. In India, the Victoris is also offered in versions that support CNG, or compressed natural gas. CNG is significantly cheaper than gasoline in many markets and reduces running costs even further. While CNG infrastructure in the United States is limited for passenger vehicles, the concept shows something important. This SUV was engineered with low operating cost in mind from the start. It's designed to be affordable not just to buy, but to own. Now, realistically, if the Victoris were federalized for the American market, you'd have to factor in crash testing requirements, EPA certification, shipping costs, and dealer margins. So instead of $13,000 to $20,000, let's say it lands somewhere around $23,000 to $24,000 in the US. Even at that adjusted price, it would still undercut a lot of compact SUVs currently sold in America. Now let's directly compare it to something familiar, the Toyota Corolla Cross. The Corolla Cross starts in the mid-$20,000 range in the US. It offers around 169 horsepower in its gasoline version. It averages roughly 31 miles per gallon combined. There's also a hybrid version that improves fuel economy, but that pushes the price higher. Toyota's strengths are clear: strong reliability reputation, excellent resale value, a well-established dealer network in every state. Now look at the Victoris, lower horsepower, yes, but significantly higher fuel economy, lower projected purchase cost, competitive tech features like touchscreen infotainment, smartphone connectivity, digital displays, and even a 360-degree camera in higher trims. Here's the real question. Do most Corolla Cross buyers actually need 169 horsepower? Or are they commuting, grocery shopping, picking up kids, and driving steady highway speeds? For the average urban driver, fuel economy and purchase price often matter more than acceleration. Let's look at total ownership cost. If the Victor is landed at $23,000 and the Corolla Cross averages closer to $27,000 with common options, that's a $4,000 difference up front. Add potential fuel savings over 5 years, possibly another $1,500 to $2,000. Now you're looking at nearly $5,000 to $6,000 in total cost difference. That's significant. For a young professional, for a first-time buyer, for a small family managing monthly budgets. And then there's insurance and maintenance. Smaller engines often mean lower insurance premiums. Lightweight vehicles can reduce brake and tyre wear over time. Suzuki has a global reputation for building simple, reliable, low-maintenance cars. The Victoris isn't overloaded with complex performance hardware. It's engineered for efficiency and practicality. Now imagine driving from Los Angeles to San Diego, or Dallas to Austin, or Atlanta to Nashville. With over 40 miles per gallon efficiency, your fuel stops are less frequent and less expensive. That convenience adds value. The design itself is modern and clean. It wouldn't look out of place in a suburban driveway in Illinois or a parking garage in Seattle. It blends in, which for many buyers is a positive. It feels like a smart decision rather than an emotional splurge. Yes, the Corolla Cross is quicker. Yes, it has stronger brand familiarity in the United States. But if we're talking strictly about value per dollar, purchase price, fuel cost per mile, and long-term ownership savings, the Victoris becomes very compelling. The US automotive market is heavily regulated. Safety standards are strict. Emissions rules are complex. Entering the market requires significant investment. Suzuki exited the US passenger car market years ago, and re-entry would require rebuilding infrastructure and brand presence. But from a product standpoint, there's nothing about the Victoris that feels out of place on American roads. It's modern, it's efficient, it's practical, it fits in a garage, it handles city driving, it checks the boxes that most compact SUV buyers are looking for. In states where compact crossovers dominate, California, Washington, New York, Illinois, Massachusetts, this kind of vehicle could absolutely find buyers. Would it replace larger SUVs in Texas? Probably not. But not every buyer wants a V6 engine. Not every buyer needs all-wheel drive. Many just want something affordable, reliable, and fuel-efficient. The bigger picture is this. America often assumes it gets the best vehicle options. But globally, automakers build incredibly competitive cars for other markets that we never see. Sometimes they're more affordable. Sometimes they're more efficient. Sometimes they're better aligned with everyday financial reality. The Maruti Suzuki Victoris represents something practical. It prioritizes efficiency and affordability over power and size. And in a time when affordability is becoming one of the biggest concerns for American buyers, that matters. If this SUV showed up at your local dealership tomorrow for around $23,000, getting over 40 miles per gallon with modern tech and Suzuki reliability, would you consider it over something like a Corolla Cross? Or are we just too used to the options we already have? Because when you really break down the numbers, purchase price, fuel cost per mile, long-term savings, and everyday practicality, America might be sleeping on this one.